So, hi, once again, here we go. Welcome to the latest scaping video. As you see, I've put the wood in already. Thought I'd best do a dry run because it's quite a big lump, and found out I couldn't get it in, so I had to cut it, and then still struggled to get it in. I didn't want to be cussing on the camera, so there it is, all sitting in there in place. So we're going to dress it with Anubias and such things, and do the plants on the substrate. Now, we'll talk a little bit about the substrate. So first of all, I put a layer of cocoa mix, cocoa soil, which is this, cocoa. Okay, comes in a solid block, and it swells up and goes this lovely neutral soil, which is perfect for your fish tanks and all, and very cheap. Yeah, swells up to 10 litres one block, which is good. And it's only about £5 per block. Cover that with, let me see if I can get this on, this shingle here. You can see that. That's standard shingle from aquarium shops. It's all good for the fish. Well, I generally put a good inch of soil at the back, coming down to about a centimetre close to the front, but not right to the front. Then I dress it with the shingle, about an inch, lock it in, and then I put my couple of inches of decorative gravel over the top. In this case it was white. It isn't so white anymore because it's an old tank, but hey, it's good. It's got plenty of bacteria already in there. So let's get going, shall we? We'll start off with the Anubias. I've got some fine Anubias here. I've had this one for quite a while. It's got an old flower on it there. I've taken probably about 8 cuttings off of this. This is, I believe, Anubias Nana. So we're going to put this one in. The good thing about this, it's so twisty and turny and gnarly. It's got little pockets in it and everything, and this will lock in on its own. I won't need to glue it in. So I'm going to go for this big one. I'm going to go for him right in the centre here. I'm just going to wiggle him into place and lock him under, way like that. So that will lock him in there. He won't float up. He's got a couple of bits under, a few bits of wood there holding it in place. That's the first one. And again, I've taken a few cuttings off of this. I'm not sure what strand this is. It's got a bit of black algae on it, but I'll show you the root system off this one. So this is the root system. Okay, it's an Anubias. Not sure which one it is, but I've already taken a few cuttings again off of this one as well, for other tanks, and yeah, again it's doing delightfully lovely. So this one, because it's got these lovely roots, I'm going to try and tuck these in behind there. Slot him in there as well. And pull those roots down and through my finger. And get him right down there. Now help lock him into place there. He might float off and you just get those few leaves under here. Help secure it in there till the roots get hold of it a bit. That'll help hold that in there. Get those roots down, and those fine roots right down. And take them right through to the front there, that one. A nice big long root. And that big root there, I will push into the gravel, because that's what them roots are supposed to do, eventually get down to that gravel. So there you go, that's that root well in that gravel, so that certainly won't go off anywhere now. Okay, so these are the cuttings. This is one of the cuttings off the bigger Anubias. Lovely roots on it there as well. And another one here with super roots on it, which is of that slightly taller variety there. So I'm going to put these in. I want most of the Anubias in order to be seen, so I'm going to angle him right down in here and under that piece of wood there, and that will lock him in. That's there right at the front. And this little one here, I'm going to go from this side. There's a little gap down here which I'm going to tuck him into. That's that one in. Okay, somewhere in here I've got let me find it. Not much left in there. There should be. So here you go, the tiniest baby you've ever seen. It's a Nubius. And I've got this lovely bit of root which is starting to graft nicely onto its piece. And then I have this Nubius Petite, which is a fine one I got from off of Etsy, this one. They all came from Etsy originally, but some of them I've had for quite a while now. Just going to have a look for a second and see where I want to place these. I'll hook this little baby in, I think that'll go in behind this one nicely, and hook in there. Be careful with it. Yes, that's that baby's hooked in there as well, with this bigger one. That's good. I'm going to put this one in here, somewhere in here. Let me just work out where it's going to go. In here? I think actually it's going to go in this split. There's a nice split there in the wood, just with that rhizome in there. And that's good. And then this other one, which is only a baby as well, I'm going to put in here to go up into a good fine one. I'll hook him into this little joint in here. There. everything in place. I'll just shift those roots over a little bit, that way. Yeah. Okay, so now we got some Java fern. Hold on. It's got a bit of duckweed in its root. I'm just getting that out because I don't really want that into the tank. So I've got them ones. They're crypts. Baby ones. That's baby crypt. Okay, so I've got this Java fern here, a couple of scraggy leaves along on it, but it's got new ones growing on it. I've got this one here, long leaves on it, growing nicely. Then I've got these few baby groups. This one here, and this one here, and then this tiny little, this is a crypt of some sort, this one. So again, that goes in on the wood. It's got a lovely long root on it. See that root by my hand? I'm going to put that one back in with the crypts so I know where it is. So I'm doing them all at the same time. So I'm going to put that baby one there. And that baby one there. And that bigger one just there for now. So, let's go with Java fern. Now this I'm going to wedge in here. It's a nice gap in there by that nubius. That will hold nicely in there. Thus, give us a bit of a double feature. Put that one back up. Again, I'm going to go over this side with the bigger one. I'm actually going to shove him, there's a hole here, so I'm going to try and get him into that hole. And that side, in there first, and then be quite vicious with it and push it right into that hole. I'll hold that there, lovely. So, a couple of the babies. Stand back and have a look. And that's quite good. I'm going to put one of the babies in this slot down here. Right, it's a dubious. No, it's not going to hold in there properly. All right. That's it. Okay, so that one's down there. And this one, funny enough, I'm going to go at the back. You won't be able to see it at the moment because it's only a baby, but it will grow on big and strong. And the leaves will be on show eventually once I get high enough. So yeah, he's in there. Just going to Use the end of my big scissors just to help push that root through that hole slightly. Okay, yep, that's it in there. So now, one or two crypts. Like I say, I've got the tiny little baby one and a slightly bigger one. And then 2 or 3 other baby ones that are coming along a bit further, and the other one's got the leaves are a bit longer. That's a bit of Java fern. That got left in there. There you go. So we've just got three pieces, 4 pieces. So this one here, it's some sort of crypt. It's in there. The baby one, a bit of dirt out of there. There you go, that one. And then there's this lovely little fine one here too. That's a root one. Okay. Like I say, these ain't going to be spectacular at the beginning, but in another 3 or 4 months, they're going to look the business. So yes, I think in this slot here, so that one, that bigger one, lock him in. Perfect. I'm going to be really gentle with these ones because they're such tiny babies. And stand back and just have a look. See. I may put one of them really up high actually. Might put it right in here. So it'll be, that part will be in the water. Down deep enough. And jam him in there. I'll get him in there. Perhaps I'll go the other way. Like that. Through there. Down. No, it's not going to stay in there. Sometimes it's very hard, these little tiny ones, when you're trying to be gentle with them. Okay, that's that one. I'm going to put his mate right with him too. So once they get going, there'll be a bigger impact. Yeah, I'll just get that's like babies. Hold on. Just give them a little tuck in. The scissors again, the roots. One's in, and the other one decided it's going to not play ball and came back out again. I'll put it in there. And I'm going to put this one down in there. Just push his root down in there. And a little squishing. He stays. Right, yeah, so that's how it into position. Okay, so there we go. You find a piece of this last little piece of Java fern that got left behind. So another, again, a teeny weeny baby bit. I'm going to hook it just underneath this little branch. I'm going to pick the branch up, put him in, and then push the branch back down to hold him in. And there you go. That'll hold him there. Right. So, foreground, we've got some lovely crypts. Again, of different varieties. But all longer leaf ones. That's it. Okay, so I've got this lovely long leafed red variety. And the roots on that, lovely boy. I've got this one here with the green leaves when it behaves itself and untangles a bit. Yeah, again, lovely root system on that, at the bottom there. You can see it. Look at that root, that leaf out. Lovely root system there. Then we've got this one here, which is 2 plants. Again, there's a green variety, younger ones with a lovely root system again. So we're going to go with these in the foreground. I don't use tweezers, I dig holes with my fingers. And then cover the roots over, and the longer bits I just push along into the soil, into the gravel, cover it over. Job's a good one. So that's one of the smaller ones. I'm going to do the other one. I laid it down somewhere. It'll come floating up. Okay, so one slightly longer ones. We'll go here, this one. That's one of the green ones too. Right down here at the front. Tuck them leaves in. And this green one, I'll go down this corner too, here. When it wants to play ball with its roots. Leaves out. Okay, firmed in. Then this lovely red one, I go over in this corner, right here. I dig a nice big hole, back his roots down, cover back over. And he'll be right by that rock. There. And then the final little red, little green one, I'm going to put just here as well, under here. Step back over. So that's the crypts. I've got these two bulbs. I can't remember what they are. Oh yes, this one is a Pongodian with the holy leaves. As you can see, I don't know if you can see on the camera. I'll try and separate the leaves a bit. No, not that one. It's only the bigger leaves. As they get bigger, they start to get the holes. Right, okay, see that? So that's that one. And then this one, I'm not sure what it is. It's a tiny one, which so I'm not sure what it is, but hopefully it will do something nice for us. So I'm going to put this bulb here, right in the centre here. Dig, get the roots down. It's him in place there, and this little darling, so be very careful with. I'm going to put the foreground here, just so I can keep an eye on it and see how it's doing. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pipe in. I'm going to start adding some water as we go. I'm going to get the pipe down here. I'm going to wedge it behind there. I need to test the temperature. So I've got a jug here, which I'll put the end into. Try and get it down there. Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. Right, so I'll put the end into that jug. Now, I've got a little thermometer. So I'm just going to put that in the jug. Hopefully it will stick to the side. And as I fill up with water, I can then check the temperature at first, and then if need be, make adjustments. So cold water in, hot water on, cold water slow. I'm going to give that a minute to warm with the warm hot water. Might have to adjust the hot water a bit. And there she comes. I'm quite good at judging generally with my hand. I'll leave that for a second, but I think that's about right. So let's carry on. I've got fountain glass. Alice around the back. I thought I had another piece of fountain glass. Yep, there it is. Okay. So I've got these fountain glasses. Fountain plant is it called? What is it called? I'll get that off. And a nice sort of grassy plant that's called a fountain plant because it does this curly over on the leaves and moves about, and it looks like a fountain, I suppose. So I'm going to go in this side with both of these. I'm going to put one in here, nice and deep. And I'm going to put one just here, nice and deep. They will spread. They'll send runners, like most grasses will. And then I've got some sedge of I believe I've got two different varieties of sedge. There's another crypt. I had another one of them crypts. So I'm not sure about this one, but I think it's sedge subluta. Yep, so that's all the sedge. So yes, again, grasses, different sizes, and these are going to go along the front here in a moment. We just check now that temperature, feels about right in the tank. Let me move the thermometer. And now move this up and onto the wood. So remove the jug. Oh, just washed one of me crypts out. I'll put that back in later on. Right. Sabutus. Sedge. Let's go with some sedge. Spread it through and into nooks and crannies. And again, it will send runs out like this. This one's got a baby on each side of it, and it's only a young one itself. So these ones are cuttings off the ones I already done just a couple of weeks ago. But they will send their runners soon enough. So again, a few grasses in the foreground. I'm just going to check my thermometer. Okay, yes, so that's reading a little bit high. So I'm just going to adjust that hot water. That there for a second. Just turn that hot water down a bit. Down. I've adjusted that down, hopefully. Just going to try and, yeah, that's a bit cooler. Oh, it's also blown one of the Nebius off and all now, is it? Okay, so I'll replant that as well. Problems with water pressure. It can go, I'm going to take this away, down over here, because that's where I want it. Oh. I have complete collapsation in a minute. Don't watch what I'm doing with my hand. Let me go up and over the top. I'm just going to put these grasses in here, down the back here, just because it will march forward around that area. Okay, so I've got a couple of valleys, just a couple in a minute. As you see, it's sent a runner off already, and it'll soon send other runners off as well. And obviously put these right at the back. And I'll add some more in a few days when I decide where I'm going to get them from and how I'm going to get them. So in a minute we're having a bit of a disaster with a few bits. That's that in, back in place. You obviously didn't like being in that hole, did it? That's okay. Okay, I'll sort that out in a bit. See, the nightmares of scaping. That's why I do it. So you don't have to. Unless you want to. It's all good fun. So I've got this massive Otola. I've got to try and find roughly where the roots are and untangle it a bit. Just been in the bucket down here, and with the water it will soon let me know that it isn't setting to the ground. So yeah, this is a fine leaf plant, which quite funnily starts very green and then goes red under the light as the light gets through to it as it gets nearer the surface. And happy as hell I found another Java fern within that. So there you go, another Java fern. We put that in. I will show you in a minute. I'm just trying to make sure I've got the roots. There's no bits that I could possibly, like that. Like that. That's how it can float off anyway. Just give these other bits a little pull. And you. These long bits. Okay, you're attached, tiny little bit there. Not right, so I've got a good clump of this. Now, you won't be able to see it very well, but yeah, it's a Tola. Yes. Can't remember the actual full name of it. It's some other Rotola. I think it's another crypt. A little piece there. Right, this I'm going to put up in the back corner. And it will, believe me, go right across the tank. It goes long. I'm going to turn that tap off because we're 3/4 full now. Okay, so that's off. So I'll get that out of there very carefully, gingerly. I'll just wedge it into this tank for now, just to stop it from running all over my floor by falling on the ground. Yeah, we're safe there. Okay. Right, for the rest of the water, I'm going to take water from the tanks. Luckily, the filter has still got its old stuff in it. I didn't clean it out. Why would I? I don't need it to not have good filtration because I need to put my fish back in. So I'm going to take some dirty water from other places and search through what's in here now, what's left. There's a couple more sedge there. Yeah, couple of crips, sorry, no sedge. A bit more rotola amongst this. Well, yes, you see, when you actually sort through a little bit, you find even more of the rotola and all, which is nice. That means I can have another clump on the other side. I thought there should have been more, but it is hard to work out when you get other things in the pot with it, which is like oxygenating plants and all. Not much of the oxygenating plant, I'll give you that. Not the roof. Okay, that more rotola. Let's go. Let's pull out. Right. Right, yes, so that's definitely all the rotola now. Just comb it through again. So we'll have a nice clump of that, and I'm going to go in this back corner over here with this one. Like I say, I will add a few more pieces as I go with my other tanks. So yeah, I've got another red crypt there and a few more sedge there. So put a couple of babies down here. On here.
In 6 months' time, this grass will be everywhere. And that's what I want. Nice carpeting of sedge. And I'll get that bit down in that corner properly. A few bigger stones there, so it's being a pain. Right, so that's that one in. And then this tiny baby one right behind it. You can't see much what I'm doing here because I'm down this corner, but okay. Oh, I've got a broken bit of wood. Let's take that out. Okay. So I think this red one, I'm going to try and get right in underneath. If I can get in there. Not through that way I can't. So can I get under that way? Probably not actually. Right. I don't know. So I have to try and get right down. Not quite one root in. It will sell itself. Right. And then I've got Azelea, which sometimes does okay floating, and other times it wants to be sunken and rooted, and I don't know why. It seems to play different balls in different tanks. So a bit of Azelea there, and I'm just going to throw that in at the back and let it do its own thing. Okay, and there you go. A few more plants to add, but I don't think you can see the bubbles, can you, on the glass? I certainly can, but anyway, there you go. That's the scaping video done. The wood's moved about a bit, so I'm just going to shift that back into position, and we'll be all good. I'll replant them bits of Anubias and all. The problem with new wood has a tendency to be a little bit too buoyant, but I'm sure that big bit would hold itself down, but it's a little bit floaty, but in 2-3 days the floatiness will go away. I'm going to kick start the pump. Just down here, lock it in position, locked on. Need to climb it. Do that again. And there we go, we'll spit a bit of muck out. It's been turned off, but that's okay. I'll soon take it back in again. Right, thank you for your time, and hope you enjoyed this little one, and I'll put a little one up another day showing you how it's done once it's cleared itself and the fish are in. Just got to add some other tank water and a bit of dechlorinator in there to take down the chlorine in the tap water, and replant those 1 or 2 Anubias and all that floated off as we filled it up. And so I'll see you in the next one. And the next one, oh, should I say? No, hold on a minute. The next one I've the hex tank. Let me take you off of here now. The hex tank. Excuse my palm. So come out. So the hex tank is going to be removed. You can see I'm giving it to a friend as a birthday present. Do you like my little Grogu? He's remote control, you know. And in its place, I'm going to be doing these 2 tanks. As you see, they're completely empty. So there'll be brand new scapes from the start, step-by-step guide on both of those to be done. So, thank you for joining me. And once again, from Haynes Aquariums, good night.